Hey everyone! Today I have a bit of a special video. Um, on one hand, I'm going to be giving an update on the lightsaber, and on the other, I'm going to be doing a project that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. So here you see me spray painting this squirt gun I just found at the dollar store. I'm going to be doing it in the Rainbowsix Siege's Black Ice skin. This is a skin that I've been wanting to do ever since I started playing the game. I don't even remember what year it was. I think Dokkaebi was the newest operator. I'm not 100%, but yeah, you'll see me doing that. But right here, you can see the chromed out lightsaber parts. So right now I have half of it completely spray painted and I'm epoxying it together right now. It's well on its way to being done and it's taking way too long. I was not expecting all of the things that happened all at once to happen all at once, such as losing my job, as well as everything being as expensive as it was. It was just wasn't a great time, so I was scraping together everything I could to get it done. And of course, all of the stuff I wanted to use was expensive, like the filler primer and the spray paint for an actual good chrome. Anyway, for here, you can see after I finished doing that base coat, I ripped up some cardboard and I'm using my airbrush with a watered down black to give it kind of uneven stripes. Now you can't tell when it's done on camera, but in person it looks fantastic. So I did that all around the gun to make sure that it had even texture, to give it kind of a flake look. You can see me testing it on my hand. That was just to make sure I had a good enough strength in the black and it wasn't too watery or anything. So anytime you see me spraying my hand, that's all I'm doing, was testing it. But you can see I do it all over the gun, and you do want to get it all over the gun. You want an even coat of whatever color you want to use for this. I'm using black. And then in what I'm going to call the thicker parts of the gun, I went in with the black and I just made it more solid, which does cover up a little bit of that cardboard texture that I put on, but that's not too much of a big deal because you're looking more for those outskirt parts. So yeah, I just go through and I spray on that black, and I want to make sure that I have a good long stroke in it to make sure it's more even. So in the little parts I'll do, like, I want to make it even and attached to each other. You can kind of see what I'm going for in the video where I'm kind of spritzing. Yeah, I want to get an even coat with the black to make sure it's all solid. I didn't, but you can. I didn't put a base or a clear coat on in between each layer. So there's 3 layers: the base blue, the black, and then the white. So here you can see me just finishing up with the black. I want to make it look like it has some depth, right? So on the outer parts you want it to be more of that blue, but on the inner parts it's more black. You can kind of see what I mean there. Alright, and then we switched over to the white, and we just want to kind of frost it for now. We want to go around that blue and black, and we want to frost the edges to kind of give it a glowing effect. Something with the black ice skin is towards the barrel and the bottom of the hilt, or the handle, or the pommel, whatever you want to call it. That's all a bit heavier on the white, so I wanted to mimic that. But yeah, you want to go around the edges, the seams. You want to make sure that it has that nice transition and it's not too blobby. Um, in a couple spots, you'll see I accidentally touched it, and right on the top of the slide, you can see it. Uh, that's no problem because when we get to the sponging, it's not going to be a big deal. You won't see it anymore, and I covered it up pretty well. But you want to repeat on the same side, or on the other side, sorry. And you want to frost all those edges, make sure they're all conjoined together well. Now, while doing this, you want to keep in mind that you want to keep a lot of that blue, but not too much, and you don't want too little. Because I'm airbrushing, if I did do too much, I could go in with like a wet piece of cotton and just like wipe it up a little and respray it when it's dry, but I didn't really need to do that. Right here I'm just doing the front of the gun, and you want to make sure that you do that part because that might be forgotten about. Yeah, and in the end you want it to have that glowing effect. Now I'm using a ripped up sponge with more white, and I'm just going to dab it on in a random texture. And you can see there that that already has an icy look to it. So you want to go around the gun and do it. You don't want to do it evenly, you want to do it uneven, you want it blotchy, but you want it to seem almost streaky and not blobby. I don't know how to explain to you the texture that you want to go for. You want it to seem like it has that dry brush effect, and then just going across the grips there, you can see I'm adding that little icy kind of streaks, like cracked ice almost. I think it turned out pretty good. And again, you want to get that all around the gun. Yep. And this is all honestly by feel. Where you think there should be some of that frost texture, you add it, you know. Yeah, I wanna get through enough to where it looks iced. It looks frosted. It looks like you left it outside. And I think I really did achieve that effect the way that I wanted to. I really had to deconstruct how I wanted to do this. First, with doing the blue, I just happened to have that ice blue color. I didn't even know I still had that. I just happened to come across it, and I was like, hey, you know what? I can use this. All right. And here, I wish I lined it up a little bit better, but as you can see, the maple leaf, I'm just going to dab that on too because I didn't want to clean the airbrush again. So I ended up just using another sponge to lightly tap that on. And you can do that as dark as you want, but I only wanted to do one layer to kind of mimic an iced look. And then using that almost milky consistency Mod Podge with, I used the specifically the gloss Mod Podge. Just water it down to whatever you'd prefer, and then I spread that over to not only protect it but also give it that little bit of a sheen, because without that the airbrush makes it kind of look matte, or at least with the acrylics that I was using in the airbrush, it gives it a matte effect. So after you're done that, this is the final look. I think it turned out absolutely fantastic. It's exactly what I wanted it to look like. I don't think I would have done much else different except for correcting how the maple leaf was, and on the top of it I kind of missed some white, but that's alright, right on the top. But I do have good news. I did pick up a second one. So any of the other gun skins that you want to see, let me know. Maybe I've been thinking I want to do the sentient growth, but leave it in the comments what you would want to see, and I'll do it.